So look at this. You're in London, you're on a business trip, you're staying in Greenwich, and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's, like this one, and you think, I'm going to go in here and buy some food so that I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier, and look, you can't even get in the shop without having a QR code to scan here or to scan here, and then you can go in and buy things. Now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we keep talking about. What do you think?
Shalom. Koholot Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash, which those will be the true names of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and the other bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect that's teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. Here, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, is gradually introducing his NWO to the people, man. You know, in which it may start in another country, but this thing is going to gradually make its way to the U.S., where you already have, you know, a lot of these scan and go technology or infrastructures being set up, you know. But with a scan and go, you know, like this video showing you're going to download a QR code and enter into this grocery store, it's going to soon turn into you having to scan your RFID code, man. You know, all these scan and goes at Walmart and these different gas stations and convenience stores, they're soon going to turn into you having to tap, man. Having to tap your right hand or scan your forehead, wherever it may be, you know, in order for you to purchase things. You see, and it's just the so-called white man, Esau Edom, gradually introducing the NWO to you. And the big part of that NWO is you being chipped, man. You know, you receiving that C-HIP. You know, and like the video say right here, it says the city, the smart city, 15 mini cities are being built everywhere. You see, and that just complement, you know, the New World Order, man. Because in order for you to live within those smart cities, those 15 mini cities, to pretty much experience the technology, you know, the luxury people is going to have, you're going to have that thing inserted in you, man. You see? And that's one way Esau Edom is going to identify people as being American citizens. You're going to have that digital ID. Everything is going to center around some type of digital technology, man. And if you want to continue in the system, if you want to continue your day-to-day, continue participating with the society, you're going to have to receive it, man. You see, real quick, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2. In verse 11, let's say Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, and Satan's not going to be able to get that advantage, in which the physical counterpart of Satan would be the so-called white man, Esau Edom. You know, and he's not going to get that advantage because we're being properly warned through the apostles, starting with Apostle Tahar on down to the elder bishops and the like-minded brothers that's being taught under the apostles on what the mark of the beast is, man. You know, this new digital system, we've been warned on what it truly is, in which Esau, he's going to try to frame it, you know, as just technology evolving. You know, we competing with China, in which that's going to draw a lot of people in, you know, to want to experience that technology. They're going to want to experience the luxuries, you know, of having access to this high level technology. You're going to be in these cities where it's going to be no crime because everybody's going to be heavily surveillance and tracked. You're going to have drones flying around, robo-cops, just like you see in the movies, man. But yet it's going to be real life. You see? And in order for you to be within those courts, you got to have that thing inserted in you, man. Yeah, but he's not going to get that advantage, Lord willing, out over us because we're being properly warned. You know, and the Lord said that just hold on. If you keep the words of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. You know, which we'll grab that. But to continue on, it says, for we are not ignorant of his devices, in which this is just a device of the so-called white man, Esau Edom, and the different avenues he's going to take to introduce it to you and to ultimately implement it, man. You know, he's going to get you comfortable with it first. And then he gonna trap you in it, man. And then now it's gonna be a society that you can't live in if you don't have it. You see? Real quick, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to be a global event, man. Every nation is going to adopt that digital currency, that digital system, man. Where in order for you to travel, in order for you to participate in any society, you're going to have that technology inserted, But Yahweh Shema Shah said that he would keep us from that hour of temptation. Because ultimately, Esau, he's going to play on your bodily condition to draw you into it, man. Like how those people, they went to the Audis, and they seen that they had to have that QR code or that app downloaded for them to enter into the store. Certain people just turned around and walked out. They just gonna go to another store, just gonna go to Walmart, go to Publix, go to Target, like I was planning already. But it's gonna grow into you not being able to do that, man. Esau's gonna make you bend the knee. You see, because when you go into that word temptation, Strong's G 3986, it says right here, the B definition: the trials of a man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, constancy. You see, it says an enticement to sin, temptation, whether arising from the desire or from the outward circumstance. You see, so this guy Esau Edom, he's going to entice you, to receiving that micro seal, in which that's a sin, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shah, because it's a penalty for taking it. In which you have these camps out here, that try to say the mark of the beast is everything but what it is. The mark of the beast is not sin, it's not doctrine, it's not white women. It's the micro seal, the digital technology that they're going to come with and present to people to try to get you to receive it, in order to continue participating with the society. And he's going to entice you. He's going to play on your bodily conditions, man. In which I believe that's one of the definitions. Yeah, definition A. It says trial proven, a trial made of you by my bodily conditions, since the conditions serve as a test to the love of the Galatians towards Paul. You see, so Esau, he's gonna ultimately try to play on your bodily conditions, man. He got another definition. It says of the condition of things or a mental state by which we are enticed to sin or to lapse from the faith of holiness. You see, and this is man playing. He's going to try to get you to lapse, man. He's going to try to get you to sin against your Yahweh Shema Shah, and which by playing on your mental state, taking certain things away, to ultimately make you bend the knee. You see, in which that goes into Revelations 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And one way he's going to cause you by tempting you, man. Shutting down these certain grocery stores, causing chaos to spring forth in each and every city here in America, causing the lights to go out, whatever it may be, pretty much disturbing your comfort and telling you the only way that you can get it back is if you get that sea help. Move into a 15-minute city, come out of those country areas, just so he can surveillance you, man, and track you, pretty much marry you to this system. You go into that word, cause it. Strong's G 4160. It says, hey, to make ready, to prepare, to produce, bear, shoot forth. Yeah, he's going to extend that thing out to you, man. It's already being made ready. The infrastructure is being made ready. Here it says construct, form, fashion, produce. In which these things is already in place. You really just went for a draconian law to be signed up. Right here, G definition. It says to make, render one anything. It says to make, constitute, or appoint one anything, to appoint or ordain one that. See? It says to declare one anything. So you really just waiting for this guy to sign a piece of paper to mandate it, man. But yet it's already, the foundation is already here. If it's in other countries, how much more for America? This is why you have a lot of scan and go technology, man. You know, this guy's, he's gradually introducing you to it, and it's gonna take people about, oh man, we can do that. Damn, this new technology dope. But you're gonna have that C-hip to get it. Yeah, them new cars they gonna come out with gonna be dope, but you're gonna have that C-hip to get them, man. You know, it says, and that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see, no man may buy or sell. You ain't gonna be able to participate with this system unless you got that mark, man. You know, and that mark is not sin. You know, shit, we sinning now. You know, whether you know it or not, and you still buying and selling. You got pork in a lot of the food here in America. Hey, you got pork in the air. You know, this nigga put pork in chemtrails and shit, man. You know, if you play sports, basketball, football, well, now that shit made by boar skin. If you brush your hair, you know, brushes and shit made with boar skin, toothbrushes. So you really living in sin, man. Mixed fabric. So it's going to be a device that he's going to present to you that's going to allow you to participate in this system, man. In which that word mark goes back into charagma. We're just going to grab it real quick. Charagma, Strong's G5480. It says an imprint, a stamp, imprinting mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. See? So this is going to identify who you are. You know, this is going to identify you as being a United States citizen. You know, the citizen of the United States. You know, it says the mark branded upon a horse, things carved, scorched, or graven work. It says here a badge of servitude. See, just like you pledge the allegiance, you know, your new form of pledging is going to be you having that C-hip. You know, that's going to be a badge of servitude. It says, or sculpted, graven work. And let's just dive in it. From the root word of charagma takes you back to charax, which is, it goes back into the root word. It says to sharpen to a point, in which that's part of the device they're going to use to ultimately stick you and insert it in you. You see, because when you look at the word palisade, it takes you back to a splinter. You know, some made like into a splinter. You see, which goes under the skin, man. But you go from there, and you go here to grapho, which is Strong's G1125, which it says to write with reference to the form of the letter. It says to write with reference, let's see. Yeah, the B definition, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten. Write down records. See, this thing's going to have your record on it. You read the D definition. It says to write one by writing in a writing epistle to give information and direction. See? So that C-hip going to have your information on it. You know, your directions. You know, it's going to be, you're going to be tracked. You know, everything that you buy, everything that you sell, you know, everything you watch, everything is going to be tracked, just like you being tracked now secretly. But that C-hip is going to get on full access to you, man. You know, ain't gonna be no terms and conditions. You gonna have to take it, man. You know, ain't gonna be no do you accept the terms and conditions. No, you gonna, if you take it, or you gonna be destroyed by the so-called white man Esau Edom, and you rather be destroyed, man, or else the Lord gonna destroy you. You know, it's that Revelations 14. Just get to the point, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead and his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And one thing that's going to bring forth that fire and brimstone is those ICBM missiles. This is why World War III is a thing. And the main thing about World War III is fighting with those nukes, man. So those nukes is going to fly over to America and burn this place up. And those who's married to this system, well, you're not going to be delivered. by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. If you're a so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Indian, Israelites, deliverance is for the Israelites, man. And if you got that C-hip in you, you won't be delivered. You know, you're gonna burn in fire. But yeah, I can pray to his edifying now on the glory and praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Rahakwadash. Lord willing, to next video. Shalom.